Hello and welcome to the official Ann Lynn Show YouTube channel. And today my husband Dave and I, from Dave's Gaming Caves, are traveling to the National Museum of the United States Air Force in Dayton, Ohio. We're going to be showing our early beginnings of aviation all the way to space. So sit back and relax. We're taking you with us. The Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur, were American aviation pioneers. They are credited with inventing, building, and flying the world's first successful airplane. They made this first controlled, sustained flight of an engine-powered, heavier-than-air aircraft with the Wright Flyer on December 17, 1903. Using a small, home-built wind tunnel, the Wrights collected accurate data, enabling them to design efficient wings and propellers. World War I, or the First World War, from July of 1914 until November 1918, was a global conflict between two coalitions, the Allies and the Central Powers. Fighting took place throughout Europe, the Middle East, Africa, the Pacific, and parts of Asia. It was one of the deadliest wars in our history. It resulted in an estimated 9 million soldiers dead and 23 million wounded, plus up to 8 million civilian deaths. The movement of large troops and civilians during the war was a major factor in spreading the 1918 Spanish flu pandemic. The Curtiss JN, or Jenny, was a series of biplanes built by the Glenn Curtiss Airplane Company of Hammondsport, New York. Although the Jenny series was originally produced as a training aircraft for the U.S. Army, the Jenny continued after World War I as a civilian aircraft, as it became the backbone of American post-war aviation. While walking through the museum, you're going to see every type and size and shape of airplane. Every inch of floor space is packed, and the planes are packed and tucked under each other. And you're going to see airplanes and artifacts hanging from the ceiling too. It's quite an adventure in time, walking through and looking at all the displays and artifacts, seeing the photographs and the pictures of our brave heroes during that very first World War. So this is the SPAD 13 C1, World War I.
This is the one that Eddie Rickenbacker would have flown, the markings for Eddie Rickenbacker.
Oh, and that Rickenbacker was
The top ace of the U.S.
Yeah. World War I, top ace. Okay. So, Dave, you were telling me how the British... This is an F1 Camel. Okay. It's British.
See it on the side of the plane.
Okay.
That's marking is blue, white, red, and the rudder is blue, white, red, going back that way.
Okay. So that's how you identify that they're British.
Yeah.
Okay. And let me come over here.
Rudder.
The Newport has the rudder. Okay.
Is red, white, blue.
Oh.
It's painted in the American 95th Air Star.
Red, white, blue. So that's us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the French is a different pattern.
Okay.
It's like probably, I don't remember. It's a different pattern of those three colors.
Well, we'll probably find one here so we can... Okay, cool. I did not know this. So these are the squadron, how to tell them apart.
Yeah, well, it's what they painted on their planes.
Okay. Oh, this is what they painted?
The 94th Air Squadron is the hat and ring.
Okay.
The 95th has that mule kicking.
Okay. So this is their identification on their planes. Let me go back down here. Okay, squadron emblems of World War I. Okay, this is the Kettering aerial torpedo bug. How about that for World War I technology? Huge, huge, huge. This is an Italian bomber from World War I. We'll go up here and get the details. How do you pronounce that? Oh, good point. Wow.
Maximum speed 87 miles.
87 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Wow. We get on the other side of it. This is a wooden Italian airplane. Isn't that amazing? World War I. This thing is gargantuan. It's huge. Hey, we're coming up on Doolittle's Atlantic to Pacific flight. Let's see what we got over here. Uniforms, transcontinental reliability and endurance test. Okay, we have a service coat, garrison cap, flying helmet, flying goggles, flight bag, wrap around leggings. You're not really very well protected. Let's see here. Transcontinental reliability and endurance test. Wow. Shout out to our first Alaskan flight. First flight from the U.S. to Alaska was made by Ford under the command of Captain St. Clair Street in a wooden airplane. So what is this one, Dave? This is
It's a trainer.
a trainer.
They're just showing where they nosed it over there.
Oh, so we're okay. So PT 19A Fairchild Cornell developed in 1938 to satisfy a military requirement for a rugged monoplane primary trainer. So it went into quantity production in 1940. Cool. So this is a trainer. Very cool. So up there, that's the PT-19.
This is PT-14.
This is the PT-14.
B.
Oh, B.
It's a bomber trainer.
Oh, BT-14. Okay. So this is part of their flight training in between World War I and II. Wow. BT-14. Okay. Let's see what it says here. The NA-58 Army Air Corps depiction of a BT-14 was a basic trainer developed by North American from its earlier BT-9. Except for the fabric-covered movable surface on a tail and wings, the BT-14 was an all-metal aircraft. The Army Air Corps purchased 251 BT-14s. And there's, you can read on there, and we'll move on. Okay. Something funny, Dave just said, this fellow's getting his up-a-cummins from his superior there for ditching his plane. Yeah. Well, that happens, and sometimes you do get your rear end chewed out. This is a British airplane. Dave, what is this one? Tiger moth? Is this a tiger moth?
No.
Okay, what is it?
Moth is up in the-
Oh, all the way up there. Okay. So what do we have here?
This is the
Hawker
Hawker Hurricane
Hurricane and
Mark
Mark
2A.
IIA. And was this English or American?
It's a British plane, but the Americans had a squadron that were flying.
Oh. That's what it would have sounded like.
A quiet version.
Yeah, a quiet version. Even had their little dog down there. Okay, so the Hurricane is probably best known for its performance during the Battle of Britain. When the Battle of Britain commenced in July of 1940, the RAF Fighter Command had bought 527 Hurricanes and 321 Spitfires to encounter the 2,700 enemy aircraft. Whoa. Amazing. There's so many artifacts here too. Uniforms of pilots and officers.